Okay everybody, today we're going to make slow cooker chicken and dumplings. So I've got my chicken already in there, and we'll need salt, pepper, some garlic chopped up, onion, butter, rosemary leaves, and a can of cream of mushroom soup. I'm going to put the onions in, and then I will season it with the rest of the stuff, and I need to get a spoon, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're going to take approximately, what would be equivalent to maybe a 1.5 chopped garlic. We're going to put that inside. Then we're going to take our butter. We're going to put our butter in. We put some pink Himalayan salt in. Put a little bit more in. And then we're going to put approximately a quarter teaspoon to a half a teaspoon of pepper, depending on how much pepper you actually like. And I just put in approximately 1.5 teaspoons of pink Himalayan salt. This recipe does call for a pretty good amount of rosemary, but I'm only going to use approximately 1 tablespoon, and that should be just about right. And of course we use the salt and the pepper, the minced garlic, the onions, and now we're going to put in the canned mushroom. And then I'm going to get a container of chicken broth. Of course, we're not going to be finishing this right now. This still has to cook. And we're going to add in chicken broth until it covers the chicken. Or approximately 1 container, which would be 32 ounces of chicken broth. Then we're going to turn it on high for 4 to 6 hours. You can always stop your cooker. Okay, so we've got all of our ingredients in here. The slow cooker is turned on. You're going to put this and cook this for approximately 4 hours. 4.5 maybe. And then, because you want to make sure that the chicken is completely done. And once that happens, we're going to make up our batter for the dumplings. And we'll bring you back when it's time for us to put the dumplings in. Now the dumplings are going to have to cook also, so keep that in mind because we won't be finishing this right away. It'll be in segments. Okay, we're about halfway done with our cooking, as you can see on the monitor for my crock pot. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add some peas and carrots that are from a can. Kind of not going all natural today, but I'm in a hurry. So we've got peas and carrots, and then we've got about 1 heaping cup of celery, and we're going to add it to our crock pot. And remember, when you open this up, make sure you have the lid facing away from you when you take it off so that you don't get burned by that. Now we're going to add in our carrots and our peas. And we're going to add in our celery. Sorry about the camera, folks. And that's it. And we're going to give it a real quick stir here, a little bit, to stir it all up. And then we're going to replace the lid and continue cooking. Okay, so we're going to make our dumplings now. You're going to need a little bit over a teaspoon of butter. We're going to mix that in with this right here till it becomes incorporated into the flour. Oops. Okay, now that that's incorporated, we're going to move forward to adding in the half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and we're going to stir that around. And then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of buttermilk. And then we're going to mix this into a rough dough. Okay, now that the dough is made and it's a little bit raggedy, a little bit moist, just like this. Now we're going to open up the crock pot. Remember, point it away from you so that you don't get burned. And we're going to now take a small spoonful, just like this, and we're going to put it into the mixture to make our dumplings. Doesn't have to be anything special. You just put it in there just like this. Now I am going to do one thing before I do anything else, and I'm going to be right back. Okay, what I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to take the chicken out of here so that we can get our dumplings in here. And then we're going to finish putting in our dumpling. Remember, we talked about the fact that the dumplings have to cook now. So we're going to let our meat rest because we're going to be shredding it. So we're just going to spoon it in just like this, and we'll come right back after it's cooked for approximately 20 minutes. Okay, we've allowed this to cook for about 20-25 minutes, and you're probably wondering, how do you figure out if it's done or not? And let me get one of the, and you're gonna stick a fork through it, and you see that, the way it looks right there? That is a done dumpling. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add our meat back into the mix. And as you have noticed, you see with the dumplings, it's made like a gravy for the rest of the dish. And we're going to put all of this back in. We're going to stir it around. And we're going to allow the meat to warm up in the sauce. And our dinner pretty much is done. So let me get a bigger spoon, and we're going to take a look at this and see how it tastes. Let's see if we've got the seasoning right. Perfect. That's all I've got for today. Enjoy.